Is Danzo a hero or a villain? Alright, so today I'm going to be talking about the debate on whether or not Danzo should be considered a hero or a villain based on his actions throughout, his lifespan and whatnot. Alright, so Danzo has done some dastardly deeds, but he does think of himself as a hero and that he was doing it all for the village, the best interests of the village, the Leaf Village. And, he, in his mind, considers himself everything he did to be just and everything he's doing is right. And I have to ask, what's the difference between Danzo and Toby? I mean, Toby thinks he's doing what's right. He thinks by putting everybody under his eternal Tsukiyomi, the Genjutsu, that he's bringing peace to the world and he is doing it for the, the right cause and whatnot. So how does that make Danzo any different? If you think about it, Danzo is just like every other villain that is justifying what they're doing as just. Danzo did so many terrible things. He's responsible for the Uchiha massacre because he kept on, even though Sarutobi was like, yo, let's try to come to a consensus with the Uchiha. Danzo was like, no, we must slaughter them. He is the reason that Sai and his brother, they had to go to a death match with each other. He just did so many disgusting things. He set up Yahiko, him and Hanzo, to get killed, and he's the one that kind of in a way brought birth to pain and the destruction that eventually led to the Leaf Village. He's just responsible for so many terrible things. Everywhere you go, everywhere you look, there's always Danzo was responsible for this. He was in the shadows doing this. And I definitely say that, in my opinion, Danzo is a villain that thought what he was doing was just. I mean, a lot of villains think that what they're doing is for the right reasons. Even if they're robbing a bank, they think that it's the right cause because they deserve the money. They should be rich. And that's what I think really with Danzo, that's the case. He, for the most part, thinks that what he's doing is correct. He's trying to save the village, but what he's doing is destroying lives. He destroyed so many lives. Had Danzo not been in the series, so many characters would have not been, caused so much heartache and despair and just a lot of different things that he caused. There's a lot of villains that always think that what they're doing is the right thing, and in my opinion, Danzo is just that. He's a villain who tries to justify everything he's doing as correct, and Kishimoto definitely tried to redeem him at the end when he was at his dying death. He kind of was thinking back at everything, and he kind of tried to put a nice twist on it, and for a small second I sympathized with Danzo that, I guess in a warped way he was thinking, oh yeah, I'm saving the village, what I'm doing is correct, and everything I tried to do up to this point was just me trying to help the village out and try to be up to or measure up to Sarutobi, which he never really did, because Sarutobi, everything he did was, good-natured. He wanted to help people out. Itachi had to threaten Danzo and whatnot just so that he could leave Sasuke alone. There was so many different things that had to go down just so Danzo wouldn't touch certain people, and he still did it. Danzo, to me, is a despicable person that tried to justify everything he did, and he just did so many evil things thinking, yeah, I'm doing for the best for the Leaf. What about every single person he had to step on to get to that goal, which he didn't even achieve, by the way, because he's a fail. He just, so many different things he did, ruining, making brothers go to a deathmatch just so that you could prove that you're worthy and whatnot. That's not a hero at all. That's a villain, regardless of what his goal was to make him a better shinobi, for the Leaf could have better shinobis. No, you don't do that. That's just something you don't do. And some people could argue Danzo is definitely the true ninja way. This is how a ninja should be, cold-hearted and whatnot, but I still say I prefer the way Naruto does things. He's trying everybody can have a peaceful outcome. He doesn't want anybody to go through despair, and Danzo put so many people through so much different things. So yeah, in my opinion, Danzo is definitely a villain, a bad guy that tried to justify his cause. He was trying to, quote-unquote, bring peace to the village, and all he did was cause more disruption and more chaos and a lot of death. But let me know what you think. Do you think Danzo should be considered a hero or a villain? How do you see it? Do you think that everything he did, regardless of how despicable and disgusting it was, for the sake of the village, so it should be pardoned? Or do you think, like I do, in that, he's a villain, regardless of what his goal was, he, in the end, screwed over a lot of people and destroyed a lot of lives? Let me know in the comment section below, or with a video response, give me your thoughts on this whole debate on whether or not Danzo should be considered a hero or a villain. But that's all I have for you guys today, just a quick one. I'm ForneverWorld. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed. And as always, people, have an awesome day.